love the company, and also it gives me a lot of brain work here. Spelling, isn't it? While you're working, you're not thinking about problems. Mixing, also talking to people, really is like a therapy. It's the best thing ever happened, actually.
Hello, my name's Andrew Proctor. I'm the leader of Norfolk County Council. What you've just heard there was a short video clip from one of our residents in Norfolk, Lucy Thompson, talking about her experiences of In Good Company. Perhaps I can just elaborate on In Good Company and what we've done to promote it in Norfolk. Just a bit of statistical information first of all. Norfolk's probably got about 900,000 people living in the county, and we estimate about 40,000 people are lonely or in social isolation. Now you think that's nearly 5% of our population. If that's the case in Norfolk, then it's probably a national issue on the same sort of scale. So what needs to be done really? Our key aim, our key aspiration of this is to ensure that nobody in Norfolk has a lonely day. Well, what you've just heard there is us recognising a problem, a national problem as well as a local problem. So as the County Council, we've got a significant role to play in leadership and coordination in doing something about this. Now, why would we do something? Well, the most important thing really for all of us is to ensure we live a healthier and happier life. And to do that, if people get together in their communities, have more community activities, more community cohesion, that builds community resilience. Part of what we do in lots of the services we deliver is all about early help, prevention, independence, and that's a key theme of what we want to try and achieve. This sort of programme helps us on that route. So how are we playing our part in this? Well, we've got across our county libraries, and we've also got fire stations. The libraries offer a range of facilities and opportunities for people to get in and get together with others. Even our fire stations, we open them up to have coffee mornings. Now that to me recognises how we can play our part in our leadership of the county. And also with our staff. Staff are encouraged to become telephone befrienders, and just those few words of talking to somebody during the course of the day, it really does help people. And perhaps the other side of this as well, we as a local authority have put in quite a fair bit of money, about £2.4 million, really to provide the assistance that needs to be done to make sure a programme of this nature really does work. And also let's not forget the things that do happen to people on their own, they get caught out by people on the phone, scams. How many times have we heard those words, scams? And we've got involved heavily in scam busting, and that really does help our community, thinking we are thinking of them and stopping them being scammed by the dreadful people at the other end of a telephone. Not a friendly voice, but just somebody who wants something from them. Well, I talked a little bit about us being leaders in the community, but to get anything like this off the ground, you'll never ever be able to do it alone. And perhaps we've formed what you could call the coalition of the willing. The people who want to be involved, we organise a summit for people to come along, partners, and partners are so important to making things like this work. Working with them, we can achieve far more and demonstrate to our communities through them how much we're doing for them. One thing we've also liked to try and do is to recognise the work that people have done, and that's why we've introduced a quality mark. Now you think, well, how can you do a quality mark for anything like this? Well, the quality mark is geared really to people who have done a huge amount of work in their communities, perhaps the unsung heroes as well, and also the people in the media, Radio Norfolk and the Argent Group, for example, in Norfolk, who are the local radio station and also the newspaper publishers. They're the people who have helped us raise awareness of In Good Company and what we're doing to combat loneliness. Let me just conclude to talk about one of the communities in Norfolk, a market town called Harleston. Now they've got a place there called Information Plus. Now that's run by 40 volunteers. They've also got our quality mark, so it shows how good they are so far. But the sort of things they do, you think, well, these are just natural things, and they are probably. The place is open 6 days a week. You can drop in and have a chat. They've got beginners art. They've also got beginners cookery. And the most people who take that one up are retired men. They've also got a weekly job club, and they've got knit and natter, tea and chat, all little things there that bring communities together and help what I said at the earlier on about community relationships and community cohesion and community resilience. And perhaps I'd like to conclude in just going back to what I said at the very beginning. This is all about making sure people in Norfolk, and perhaps the whole country as well, don't have a lonely day.